All right. Hello? Hello. I have returned once again. We are back for more today, as I promised. Let me just share my screens. Oh shit. For 10 minutes. This is Lavenza speaking. How may I help you, Mr. Ferris? Do you require my assistance? Yes, you're speaking to the wrong person, Ferris. You are speaking to Lavenza. But how are you, Ferris? Hello there, Eckerd. Oh no, I have to. 10 minutes. I have to speak like I have to speak like this. Shoot, I'm breaking out of character. 10 minutes. I require Stram to remain chill for the next hour. Upon shall I engage the person to you in civil combat? Would you like me to assist you by getting some personas ready for you, Ferris? Thank you for the shout out too.
Look at me with a perfect hit.
I will give you some purses. What would you prefer? Do you prefer a Louis Vuitton, a Gucci bag with spikes on it? Let me ask my master for that.
Roll.
I had to make sure that my mic was not unmuted. Or not muted. My bad. You are the fan of these, I assume? Normally I capture any intruders, but this area is free to any who wish to enter. I shall grant you entrance to the exam room, should you so desire. Allowing intruders to proceed. How odd. They must be awfully confident in their exam techniques. At any rate, such progression should work in our favor. We should make sure we get our act straight for this. So what it'll be, depending on your reply, we will have to respond accordingly. How does one pick? What kind of place is this? I see. So you are curious about our facilities. Very well. This is the lobby for the psychological exam room, where we determine if patients are mentally sound or not. We find the flaws and potential issues in a patient's heart that even they may not be aware of.
Well?
And what exactly comprises these examinations? Beyond that hall lies the special exam room. There, each patient answers 3 simple questions. Touch the information panel to begin the process. Listen to the question and choose the elevator that corresponds with your answer. Please refrain from returning to the previous level until the exam is over, though. Treatment will be recommended depending on the patient's diagnosis. But this treatment, just like each other step of the process, has been designed with the patient in mind. Do not worry. If no abnormalities are found after the examine's completion, you will be presented with a small gift. For the sake of your own happiness, we ask that you answer all questions with honesty. So all we have to do is choose the answer we believe to be correct. Although I'm a bit hesitant to find out what they mean by treatment. Examine a person's heart, find their plan and regret, then distort their cognition. This is what the palace version of what Dr. Maruki does in real life.
Wait!
But if we make a mistake, does that mean they're going to change our cognitions? That's probably confined to the real world here. Here, they probably mess with people's heads some other way. Like maybe they hook you up to some machine and go bzzz. Hey, don't scare me like that. I don't know. It's not turning into Lavenza anymore. Oh no. Well, whatever form his treatment takes, I'm sure we want no part of it for ourselves. Standing here attempting to imagine it won't do us any good, though. Let's take the exam and see where we wind up. What can possibly go wrong? That reception told us to start with the information panel. Oh, is this it? Hello, patients. Here is your first question. One day at school, you see that your good friend is being led away by a group of scary people. You want to help your friend. But if you fight them alone and lose, you could easily get hurt. If you if you go look for a teacher, there would be no danger for you. But if you don't succeed in time, your friend will most likely get hurt. Which would you do in this situation? A. Go after your friend. B. Go for help. Hello, Mario. Thank you, Ferris. I'm almost done with the redeem. It has to take another 2 minutes. Once you've made your decision, please take the corresponding elevator. Thank you. Huh. Neither answer is wrong, though. Yeah, but there is a medical exam. But this is a medical exam, not a school one. They're trying to figure out whether or not you need treatment. So maybe go with the answer that you think Dr. Maruki would pick? So we have to try and figure out which one Dr. Maruki would pick. Ooh, this is gonna be hard. It's hard to be sure of anything whatsoever right now. Why don't we try asking some of the other patients around here? They may only be cognitive beings, but they still have to...
Emotional damage!
But they'll still have to take the exam just like we do. Thank you, Ferris. Maybe they can help us figure out which answers right.
Right.
I'm with Mona. Besides, if we try to fail, at least you gave it a shot. Although I'm not opposed to just plowing our way through the whole exam, but If you refuse their treatment regimen, whatever it is, they're not gonna take that lying down. TLDR, be ready to fight if it comes down to it. Okay, I can talk now. Oh, thank God. Okay, learn about the cognitive beings. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, you got a sec? Oh, yes. How can I help you? Which answer are you picking? I chose B. This is sort of embarrassing, but I'm never on the helping side. Someone always has to help me. I just don't have the courage to confront someone. Thank you, LaVengeance. You're very nice. I tried my best. It's hard to like remember her voice because I don't hear it as often. So I had to improvise there. I apologize. It's the best I could do at the moment. So you're the type to ask others for help. I mean, that ain't wrong, but don't you ever think to yourself, I want to help them? Of course I do. But even if I had to choose to step in, I might not be able to actually help. If that's the case, it's probably best if I go get help from someone else. That way, success is much more likely.
Yes.
So it's your consideration for others that make you choose B. Well, thank you for your time. All good. It is a new redeem. That's true. You're very welcome. I want to see if I can improvise and make myself sound like Haru. She's like, my. I could probably pull it off, maybe. Now, if you would excuse me. Whoa! Thank you, Rude. And I love your voice acting. Thank you, Rude. I'm trying my best. I appreciate it.
Here we are. And I love your voice acting.
I do aspire that I want to try to get into voice acting at some point. I want to try auditioning for fan dubs, like small little projects first. And if I like it, then maybe I'll go to the pro level if I feel like it. You're halfway there. You're halfway there. Really? You think so? Well, all I have to do is just audition, but I haven't done that yet because I'm too busy. Strong-willed man.
Okay.
All right. Let's try asking this guy. You guys are dressed awfully fancy. It doesn't look like you're here for an examination. Which do you agree with? I don't even have to think about it. My answer's A. Go after your friend.
Oh?
Is there a reason you didn't even hesitate? My reason? Oh, well, normally I wouldn't share this with someone I just met, but I was in this exact situation in the past. The difference is, that time I just acted like I didn't see anything and went on my way. I let my fear control me. Pretty pathetic of me, right? I've regretted it ever since. So I've decided from now on, I'm going to help people in need, no matter what happens to me. Yeah, stuff like that can make you feel totally horrible. Even if it ends up hurting, it's still better to go with whatever choice you won't regret later.
On board.
A sounds like the right answer to me. Thanks. Well, that's the reasoning for my answer. Okay, I'm gonna go on ahead. See ya.
Well?
Well, now we know both sides of the story. But neither one's exactly wrong, right? I kind of get where they're coming from. What matters is which one Dr. Maraki thinks is wrong. Why don't we collect our thoughts somewhere and talk out our answer?
Hey.
How about that empty room over there? Okay. Let's use this place to sort out our next step, Joker. Alright, let's figure this out. So after some investigating, I think they use this place to test patients' mental states with a questionnaire. If they find any abnormalities, they will force treatment right away. Not sure why, what it is, but I suspect we should avoid it. So if Dr. Maruki thinks we're fine as we are, we get to skip the treatment? Most likely. It may not be easy, but we'll have to try to think like Dr. Maruki whenever coming up with our responses. Sorry, Joker, but I ain't any good at this kind of stuff. The questionnaire's all yours, dude.
Well then.
Okay. Let's think of how to handle the first question. What should we do, Joker? Let's review what we know. Alright. Whose story do you want to discuss? Strongwold.
Now then.
He's the one who chose A. Go after your friend. He said he'd help any person he might see who's in trouble. He had turned a blind eye in a similar situation in the past. His regret is the main reason he would intervene in the future.
Indeed.
Standing up to the evil to help your friend certainly seems like the right thing to do. That would be correct if this were based on overall simplistic morals. But this is rather based on Maruki's viewpoint. You may find the man's stance admirable, but would Maruki do the same?
Well,
Right. The risk factor is what bothers me about this choice. You would likely be hurt if you end up failing. We have to consider Dr. Maruki's thoughts about it. Yeah, Dr. Maruki always wants everyone to find their happiness,